Hi, a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to our weekly episode of Sawal Saturday. Welcome you all. This is Anita Bhandari, and I hope everyone is enjoying the lovely pink weather. Here in Delhi, it is amazing and beautiful. I'm good, thank you, Neha. How are you? Hi, Sangeeta. I'm good, thank you. So, like we met last time on Sawal Saturday, it was an experience where we had a special guest and discussed so many things related to our pageant. Today, again, we have a special guest with us, and she happens to be one of our winners also from Mrs. India Worldwide 2019 last season, Mrs. Inspiration, and our proud partner this year, our training partner, representative and founder of Panache Academy, Mrs. Khushnam Awari. So I'm going to quickly add her to this conversation so that we can get going. Khushnam Awari happens to be our Mrs. Inspiration from last season, and she is running Panache Academy from. Hi, Khushnam. Very good evening. How are you?
Good
Good to
evening,
see you.
Anita. Same here. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. So, Kushnam, how are things there in Ahmedabad?
Um, okay, good. The weather is excellent, just as you mentioned in Delhi. It's beautiful weather here
Yes,
too. And of course, Corona is playing a havoc. So that's
yes,
it.
does. Same here in Delhi. That's a new normal now. We
Absolutely.
have, started and we've learned how to live with it now. So, yeah, it's
Got to
normal.
accept it as part of our daily life.
Exactly. And I
Yeah.
got to know that you were also badly hit by Corona, and even I just recovered from it. So I think now we are so, strongly immune that ऐसा कोरोना वोरोना आता जाता
Absolutely.
रहता है kind of stuff. Okay. So Kushnam, I welcome you on behalf of Hotmon Mrs. India Worldwide on this live session, Sawal Saturday,
Thank
and
you so much.
as yes, so you are a proud partner, our training partner, Panache Academy. So let's start from the beginning today because we have had last, we've been live earlier also, but
Right.
then the kind of conversation we had hold was on your participation with Hotman Mrs. India Worldwide, you being a winner of subtitle Mrs. Inspiration. But today,
Right.
I would like to welcome you as our proud partner, our training partner who's responsible and going to take care of training of our contestants. So, first thing that I would like to know from you, Khushnam, is how Panache came into the picture and what was the idea behind Panache?
How Panache came into the picture for Mrs. India, or how Panache got
No,
started,
I
is
would
it?
like to know yes, how it started. What is Panache all about?
Talking about Panache, Panache is Institute for Aviation, Hotel Management and Travel and Tourism. That is where our speciality lies. So basically, we are associated with all the service industries. Anything to do with the service industry is what we are associated with. Because all these three industries are interrelated, be it aviation, be it hotel management or travel and tourism. All of them interrelated.
Mhm.
And of course, as an academy, uh, we have got 4 branches across India, and very soon we'll be starting the fifth and sixth branch also soon. We are ISO certified, CIAC certified, IOA certified. So a lot of certifications going into place. We have been winning the national award for the best aviation academy in India for the last 4 years. And of course, over these years, we've been participating a lot in inter-college competitions And
Mm-hmm.
we have been taking part, and our students have been taking part a lot of in these beauty pageants and these inter-college fashion shows, wherein panache has been a very integral part of it, and we have had a continuous winning streak. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, we have always been associated with the glamour industry, and once I personally got associated with Mrs. India last year. Of course, that was the turning point wherein, uh, after winning the subtitle, what struck me was the best way to take this relationship forward would be to get associated with Mrs. India, which of course is an brand to be associated with. So, two brands which are known in our country getting together for the betterment of the participants and taking it a notch higher is what was in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Amazing, amazing. So, Krishnam, you've already answered what I was wanting to ask you, but then I was wanting to ask you what excited you to come on board as a training partner. But
Right?
then I'll twist it a little bit and
Okay.
would like to know more about it. So, you being one of the participants last
Mm.
year, you've actually learned, throughout the journey, you've experienced the entire pageant. Now,
Right.
you have taken the responsibility as a training partner. Now, what do you think, you being already a participant, one of the winners, is something that, is going to add value to what catering to the contestants of Hot One Mrs. India worldwide? So, how would you like to actually summarize the entire thing for the contestants? And of course, the aspirants who are, also live here, who are looking forward to grab the crown for the next season. So, how would you define the entire journey or the procedure as a training partner, as a coach, as a trainer?
Well, I'd like to start off here with stating that being a participant last year uh, would help me a lot because I would have an insight into the pageant, the way things are done, what is being done, how things are being conducted. I mean, I have seen it all right from the inside. And this year, being a training partner on the other side of the table now, uh, with my experience of last year and my experience of training participants and pageant participants over the years, of course, all this put together is going participants coming in this year because it's a lot of experience over the years and insight into Mrs. India,
Mm-hmm.
wherein as a contestant
Right.
also I have been a part of it. So integrities I have seen. My view as a contestant has also been put into place here, and my views as a trainer also. So putting both these together, I'm sure is going to benefit to the participants this year.
Okay, okay. So, Kushnam, it's been like, we started the journey back in January for this season, and unfortunately, of course,
Right.
because of the pandemic, things are so uncertain and unlikely, and things are getting
Mm-hmm.
stretched. But then I
Right.
personally feel, and we being part of Mrs. India Worldwide, we feel it's kind of a blessing in disguise where our contestants, getting ample time to work upon themselves. Here, I would
Absolutely.
like to know from Panache Academy that what all traits or detailing or parts of grooming that Panache Academy is going to take care of.
Well, Panache is going to be in charge of their overall grooming, then their hair, makeup, body language, confidence building, uh, etiquettes, dining etiquettes. So, all this is what Panache is going to take care of. And as you said, yes, this delay participants is definitely a blessing in disguise because this is the extra time that they are getting to work upon themselves, and which is very important
Right.
because yes, they are working in a time frame, but this year the time frame is getting a little extended and a little stretched. So yes, that extra time is what they can put to good use, and train themselves a little more to face the finale.
True, true. So, okay, now you said that you're going to take care of hair and makeup, dining etiquettes, the personality, the body language. So let's of course, we cannot learn everything in this live session, but then we can touch base
Absolutely.
with few pointers
Hmm.
where we can give a glimpse to the contestants or the aspirants, like how at Mrs. India Worldwide people are getting groomed,
Hmm.
and what are the basic pointers or quick tips that they can keep in mind. And I'm sure you have a good news for the contestants also, that we discussed that you're going to announce something for them. So we'll definitely come back to
Absolutely,
that later
absolutely.
in this
Sure.
live session. So I would like to touch base few pointers, like you said that,
Hmm.
okay, let's begin with hair and makeup. Okay,
Okay.
so if I talk about pageant, okay, Hot One Mrs. India
Hmm.
Worldwide. So, when you're backstage, when you're in the green room, there's so many things happening simultaneously. There's a lot of pressure,
Absolutely.
nervousness, excitement.
Hmm.
There's pressure of looking beautiful, looking vivacious, confident. So, what quick tips can you give to all our participants, contestants, or aspirants to keep in mind at that point of time? How to manage all these different aspects of the last minute preparations.
Actually, the first thing that I'd like to start with is right from the beginning, wherein we would talk about your packing, because your
Mm-hmm.
packing, your baggage is going to be massive. Each one is going to have a lot of things to carry. So, here, when we talk of makeup, yes, our makeup kits are a baggage by themselves. So, what I would suggest is, rather than carrying those big, huge makeup kits, we can multitask a simple makeup. So, can you use the blusher and
Kushram,
the
your voice is
eyeshadow?
not clear.
I just had a call coming in, so I'm sorry. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, so what I was saying was that we can multitask the makeup equipments themselves. Something like using the eyeshadow as a lipstick, or using the blusher as an eyeshadow. So there are a lot of mix and match that we can do, wherein we'd be
Okay.
saving space on our makeup kits also, and at the same time, we are using the makeup that we are carrying and making good use of it. Same way, if we're talking about hair, we are working at a very tight schedule when we are in a pageant. Something like we are getting up at maybe 4 o'clock in the morning. We have our shoots at 7 in the morning. There were times when we were shooting at 6 o'clock in the morning. So, yes, we are working on a very, very tight schedule. And what I would suggest is, if you need to do anything with your hair, do that in the night
Mm-hmm.
before you sleep, so that you don't need to rush early in the morning, and you can get ready, put on your makeup, and you're out. So, get everything done in the night itself. Morning, you're getting ready, putting on your makeup, and you're off. So these are small
Perfect.
little tips that I can give. I mean, we are short of time right now, so I can't give you the entire hair and makeup procedure. But yes, this is
Yes.
what you
Yes.
need to think upon. These are just basic
True.
outlines that I have given, but you can always enhance on them, work on them. And of course, we'll be interacting a lot with the contestants prior to going also. And the contestants are most welcome to DM me, talk to me. Yes, Panache Academy is all over Insta, Facebook, web. Uh, it's all over the web. So, most welcome to get in touch with me. And of course, I've been speaking to Anita. If I have your permission, I'd like to make this announcement here. So, I've
Why
been
not? Why not?
Thank you. So I've been talking to Anita about this also. So we are planning a very, very detailed grooming session for all our contestants. Yes, I will be having a complimentary webinar for all the contestants, wherein we'll be giving you an introduction into the grooming sessions. And after that, I've planned on a 10-day comprehensive grooming session for all the contestants, which of course would be online, and wherein we'd be touching upon all the aspects regarded to your grooming as far as the pageant goes.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think that's a good news, Krishnam, because we could not have your presence in the orientation,
Right.
unfortunately, because you were hit by COVID.
I was
So
down.
I think this can be a wonderful opportunity for
Uh,
all our contestants, the finalists, who were looking forward to see you and learn from the academy and the kind of
can you?
trainers you have on board.
Right.
I'm definitely
You mad?
oops,
Sorry.
all okay?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely fine.
Okay, no problem. I was just telling all our contestants the kind of, the trainers and groomers you have on board,
Right.
meticulous staff that you have, are definitely going to, put forward their best foot and make sure that the contestants are getting the best out of this association, and you
Mm-hmm.
being the training partner on board. So you just, cleared. On a few pointers on makeup. So
Right.
I really liked the way you explain how to organize it as well and put that creativity into your makeup so that it becomes easy and hassle free. But
Absolutely.
when we come to hair,
Mm-hmm.
Krishnam, what would be your suggestions? Because the girls will go for the photo shoot, and there will be different looks. For example, beach wear, then they'll go for resort wear.
Right.
Then for the grand finale on the
Mm-hmm.
the finale or the last walk, you can say the walk of fame.
True.
So what easy and quick tips to manage their hair?
For the hair, again, I would say whatever looks you're planning for, because you would be having your lookbook and you would know what clothes you're going to wear. So now, according to what clothes you're going to wear, what is the look you want to portray? That is important. And then according to that is what you get your stuff ready, because it doesn't make sense carrying everything along with you. You want a straight hair look for one thing, you want a curly hair look for one thing. So accordingly you organize yourself, you get yourself ready for this particular costume. This is going to be my look, and for this particular costume my look. And accordingly you're going to carry your equipments and your styling products. That is what I would say, because it doesn't make sense carrying everything with you. Carry your uh, styling products, of course, that is very important. And again, a simple thing is washing your hair. When you're washing your hair, as I said, you're not going to wash it early in the morning at 4 and then go for your shoot, because that's going to give you a very, very messy look at the end of the day, because you're not going to do it well. So get things
Okay.
organized in the night before you sleep. In the morning, use your equipments, use your styling products, and get your look done. But all the washing
Okay.
part of it,
So,
conditioning part of it, all that has to be done in the night, and you are sorted for the morning.
absolutely. So, Kushnu, how do you suggest the contestants as of now? Because when we are a little away from the finale, so of course styling part can be done there and then your looks can be done there and then. But then, what I believe the major
Hmm.
part of your hair makeup is the regimen that you're following to take care of your assets, that is your hair,
Right.
your skin, your beauty.
Hmm.
What can these beauties can do to enhance the texture of hair, to make them more manageable? Anything that they can start with right away.
Right away, what I can suggest is a good hair pack. See, there are a lot of home tips and home remedies, which I'm sure all of ladies know, because yes, they are well, they know all of this. It's not something new, it's all over the net. So, yes, that is all there. One simple tip that I can give them is something about a dry shampoo. We use
Mm-hmm.
this oats at home for breakfast and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So just take this oats, powder it up, and when your hair is a little messy and you do not have time to wash it, you can just sprinkle that hair in your scalp, rub it up a little, and then dust it off.
The oats powder.
The oats powder. You will get a
Okay.
complete fresh look in your hair, as if it's been completely washed
Oh,
and ready. So,
wow.
yes, and oats meal again, oats powder that you have, add it to cold water with a few drops of rose water, and that you can apply it on your face again as a face. That again gives
Mm-hmm.
you an excellent glow immediately. So these are just small little
Okay.
tips which you can use at home.
That's quite an interesting tip that the girls can definitely try at their homes, and carrying that crushed or powdered oats is not a problem when they're going overseas for the contest also. That's a quick tip.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
So when you don't
All
have
right.
time to wash your hair, this is the best you can do.
Perfect, perfect. All right, Krishnam, so let's move forward. This is related to your hair, makeup. When it comes to dining etiquettes,
Hmm.
how do you think it actually relates to Mrs. India Worldwide or any beauty pageant? Why do we think this is an important part of grooming? How does it relate to the entire concept of grooming, Krishnam?
Well, dining etiquettes is something which is very, very important and a very integral part of grooming because, and
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're talking about pageants, because these pageants honestly are not conducted at home. They are conducted
Yes.
in excellent locations like the one we had in Greece or the one that is planned for this year on a cruise. So, this is not going to be an informal dining, not something where we are relaxed and sitting at home and eating. So, yes, we are in a formal setup, and the rules of dining are very different when we are talking about formal setups and formal dining. So that is
Mm-hmm.
why dining etiquettes is something which is very important because there are going to be people around you who are going to be observing you constantly, be it the judges or be it people, just general public that is around. And you are
Mm-hmm.
representing a brand. You are representing Mrs. India. You are representing and you are a participant, a finalist of Mrs. India. So, when we are representing such a huge brand, what is very important is you should be aware of the etiquettes and manners that is expected out of you. You cannot say that when
Exactly.
I'm on stage, I'm the most well behaved, and when I'm off stage, I can do what I want. No, you can't. Because you are being observed, you are being judged, you are being marked 24/7. So it is
True.
very,
True.
very important that at all times, which also includes dining, you know what are the right things and the right methods to do things.
So, again, I would definitely like the contestants to start working on this integral parameter of grooming, because you said very well, Kushnam, that we are expected to do few things.
Absolutely.
Automatically when people are around us, they expect us. If we are finalist of a beauty pageant, the grooming, the manners, etiquettes, this is very obvious and well, uh, you know expected from, and a very very obvious things expected from a
Absolutely.
contestant or a finalist. So if I talk about these women sitting back at their home, busy with their work, busy with their families,
True.
what again quick tips that they can start working upon right from now so that it becomes easy for them to actually behave well when they're in the pageant.
Well, behave behave well when they are at the pageant. We are talking about their overall behavioral etiquettes now. So for that
So
again,
I would want you to start with the dining etiquettes first, and then
right.
we can jump to the other pointers also.
Well, for the dining etiquettes, we have made a few videos and Mrs. India has already posted them. So, yes, that was about the fine dine etiquettes. Why? Because we are going on a cruise and we will definitely require a few skills and not all that confusion as to you pick up your partner's glass of water and drink it, and the entire table goes in the wrong formation. So we don't want all those small, small little things, but very, very important. So, yes, please go through those videos. And as I said, we will be conducting webinars. And I'm also planning on a training session, as I said, 10-day training session of intensive and comprehensive one, wherein all these small little things will be taught to you. And
Hmm.
of course, when you are at home, you can always start learning, start practicing. These are very simple things as to your spoon goes in the right hand, your fork goes in the left hand. But again, there's a confusion that what happens when I'm eating with a knife? Where does the knife go? In the right hand
Right,
or the left hand?
right.
So small, small little things, but a lot of people do get used on it.
Noticeable and
Absolutely,
noticeable
absolutely.
also.
Very noticeable because that person is doing it wrong and struggling. So, yes,
True.
everyone does observe it. So, when that is the thing, then something like this glass of water, I have observed this so many times that on a table, there are a whole lot of time when you pick up the wrong glass. Which one to pick up, the right one or the left one? There's a water glass here also, there's a water glass here also.
People
Now what to
struggling
do?
and finding out which one is mine, which is kept for me.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
So again, it's a very simple thing. You just got to remember the right hand glass is your water glass. So as I always like simply put it that right is for river and river is water. So remember it that way.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I think Kushnam, this is a very detailed topic and very detailed list of learning if it comes to dining etiquettes, because there's so many
Right.
things that generally people are not even aware of, when,
Absolutely,
for
absolutely.
example, as a layman, everyone would not actually know all this, but being a queen or being a participant of Mrs. India Worldwide, as we discussed earlier, as we spoke earlier, it becomes obvious, and it's quite well expected from the
Very
contestants.
true,
So,
very
okay,
true.
wonderful. Since you're conducting an online session, automatically contestants will get to know more about it. Now,
True.
I was also reading in the comment section, somebody also said that,
Mhm.
manners and etiquettes, obviously it has to be the second nature of a person. Anybody is
Mm.
expected to be well mannered. So,
True.
what do you suggest the contestants, because,
Mhm.
when we are around with our family, with our friends, when our peers, we forget that there's no formality. We become so
Mm.
informal. But then when it comes to a contest, when it comes to a competition, you definitely, you are always looked upon, or you have people around you who always judge you, watch you.
Mm.
So, again, what detailing, or what, I shouldn't say detailing because again it becomes a huge topic to discuss upon, but what quick tips or few pointers that a contestant should always keep in their mind when they're in and around people during the contest, during Mrs. India Worldwide?
Well, here I'd like to start with by saying that when we are talking about manners and etiquettes, it is not something that you can learn and practice in a day. It has to
True.
be an ongoing process. Your manners and etiquettes is something that you are going to practice day in and day out. It is only then that it is going to become a part of you and you are going to practice it. You cannot say that
Hmm.
today morning I'm getting up and I'm going to be a well-behaved person. Well, you can
Yes.
fake it for a
Yes.
few hours, you can fake it for a day or two. But at the end of the day, your true colors are going to come out. Let's put it very bluntly. So,
Very bluntly. You said it
very,
very
very
bluntly.
bluntly.
All on face. Okay. So do
Yes,
not try to
as you
fake
mentioned
out.
earlier,
Instead, bring it as your. I was just
no,
trying to
as
put it in a better way that instead of faking out, we need to be bringing it as a lifestyle,
right.
or bring in our
So you
lifestyle
put it
to start doing
very
things which,
softly.
yes,
So yes, I have
I
been a
think that I
contestant
think that is
last
also
year,
one of
so
the traits.
I have seen how contestants behave, how things go out control. I mean, I was a silent spectator to all of that. So this
Okay.
year, being an official training partner, I would definitely like to the contestants to avoid such kind of scenarios, wherein right from the beginning we have been telling them that yes, manners, etiquettes, all that need to be a part of you and a part of your regular lifestyle, so that when you come for those particular 5 days, 7 days, you know exactly how to behave, where to behave, what to say, how to say. You carry yourself in the right manner, because any contestant losing out on certain marks, points, pointers, because that person was not aware of what to do, is something that I would consider a failure on my part, which I would not
Hmm.
like. So, yes, uh, getting these small, small details and practicing them, and kind of me preaching them and they practicing them, is something which is very important before we all finally leave for a finale.
Hmm. And I think these things, if we bring them in our lifestyles, and if we continue doing all this, I think it should not limit to the pageant or the
Absolutely,
contest. This is
absolutely.
definitely going to add value, core values, as a family or homemaker. So this is again, a legacy which will be taken
Very
forward.
true. It's
So.
something like in our aviation sector that we say that when you're in uniform, you're walking on the aircraft, on the airport, you're in the aircraft, everyone is observing you, because they don't know you by your name. They know you by the uniform that you're wearing, the company that you're representing. And that is the same thing that
True.
applies here also. Do not know you by your name. They will be knowing you as the finalist of Hotmont Mrs. India Worldwide. And that is the positive image that you need to create to the public.
Right, right, right. I see somebody writing, Nisha Gupta writing, one cannot add a 1 year. So definitely, end of the day, you don't have to fake things, because your real colors will definitely come out. So if you want
Absolutely.
to be a winner in true sense, I think a winner is not limited to wearing a crown, but a winner in true sense is somebody who is honest to themselves, or herself. So, being true to yourself, and the end of the day, is the gist of entire conversation, I think. I'll quickly add some really important pointers that people would like to know, or contestants,
Mhm.
aspirants would like to know. Let's come quickly to the products, the makeup products,
Mhm.
or what best should go with our contestants, or considering Mrs. India Worldwide or pageant.
Mhm.
So if I come to lip colors,
Mhm.
what do you suggest? What are the lip colors that they should have in their vanity every time?
Mhm.
And let's start with the brands also. So what do you suggest? Three lip colors, or major lip colors that everyone should have in their vanity, and the brands.
Starting with the brands here, I'd like to talk about is that what I would suggest is now brands again vary from a simple lipstick, let's talk of a lipstick, which would be maybe 150 or 200 rupees, to a lipstick that would cost somewhere around 3.5 to 4,000. So now, depending
True.
on the brand that you want to buy, of course, that is entirely your choice. You can go off with for a simple Lakme to a MAC to a Bobbi Brown to a Kylie Jenner, whatever you want. So,
Hmm.
of course, that is fine. But what I would say, highly suggest and recommend is please go for a brand. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it very, very simple. Because, yes, we have a
Okay.
lot of these Chinese products in the market, which are not even half or one fourth the price of our normal brands. But these makeups
Products.
are not going to help you. The right colors are not shown, and at the same time, in the long run, they are going to harm you, harm your skin, and I would not recommend them at all. Take a simple palette, a simple Lakme or a Revlon palette, which has got 4 colors, and that should suffice. You do not need that
Hmm.
big, huge magic palette which has got 100 colors coming in and out from here, there, and everywhere, and we are not going to use any of
Hmm.
them. So a simple
Hmm.
4 color palette is good enough, but go for a
Hmm.
brand. Let's keep it
Hmm.
very, very simple. Now, which brand you want
Hmm.
to buy is your choice. You either go in for a Lakme, Revlon, Maybelline, or you go in for a MAC, you go for Bobbi Brown, Estelle Lauder, whichever you want. The choice is yours.
Okay.
Whatever you want to
So
spend.
brand is not that important. It's important to know
The brand,
your
going for a branded product is very important. Not
more
necessary
important.
that you
Okay.
need to go in for these high-end brands. Yes, go in for normal chemist shop makeup. That is fine. But
Hmm.
go in for a proper, good, known brand.
What is a chemist shop makeup, Kushnam, if you would like to explain?
Chemist shop makeup is basically the makeups that we get in at a chemist shop. Let's keep it that way. The simple ones, the
Okay.
Lakme, Revlon, your Maybelline, the ones that you get in our normal general
Okay.
stores or at the chemist shop.
Generally that you get.
Yes, that is the base or the
Okay.
starting range of your makeups.
Okay. Okay. That's about the lippers. Okay.
Right.
And now
And
let's
colors. When we are talking
and
about
the colors,
colors, one nude,
shades, the basics.
absolutely. One nude is very important. Uh, of course, a shade of pink, maybe a shade of uh, brown, and a nice red. Of course, the colors would
Hmm.
complement your lookbook again, but these are a few basic
Hmm.
colors that you can keep, and I'm sure that would suffice in your vanity because, again, as I said, you can mix and match. You don't have the lipstick color, you have your eyeshadow palette. Reverse it, use it.
Just be
Just be
creative
creative,
with applying makeup.
play with your colors, and you're all set to go.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, when it comes to your, the basics or your, compact or your foundations,
Mm,
then, normally it is said that there's no foundation which matches the, Indian tone.
mm,
So, how would you suggest the contestants to, because these are the basics of makeup
true.
and everyone does it, but uh, again, it's a
Mm,
skill
mm,
and art,
mm,
so which definitely you're going to train them on.
right.
But then, whenever we are conducting this free webinar or these classes,
Mm,
I think these all our contestants should be ready with their products so that
right.
when we're teaching them and when they're getting trained, they have things handy with them so that they can start practicing and learning it. So, how do you suggest them to choose the right foundation for their skin tone? Or should they use the foundation or no? I mean, what do you suggest?
No, they can definitely use the foundation because the foundation is going to form the base of their makeup. But again,
Hmm.
here when we talk of foundations, there are a lot of different foundations that are available in the market. You've got a pancake
Hmm.
foundation, you've got liquid foundation, you've got mousse foundation, a lot of different varieties. So What
Right.
one thing I'd like to suggest here is we do not go in for a pancake foundation because
Mm-hmm.
this is a beauty pageant, and to a certain extent, you are uh, going to be in close quarters with your other contestants also and the judges, and people are going to see you. So that pancake foundation, just as the name suggests, forms a pancake on your face, and your makeup is very
Mm.
obvious. So we need some good
Okay.
subtle makeup. So a light
Mm-hmm.
foundation, which will either be a liquid foundation or a mousse foundation. I personally prefer a mousse foundation. So that
Mm.
would blend well into your skin. Again, when we are talking about the right tone of color, when you go to buy,
Right.
mostly what they do is you check your color here on the hand.
Yeah, they give you a
Yes,
swatch here.
yes.
Yeah.
But what I would suggest is you try it here. Try it here on your
Okay.
neck and see whether it blends into your skin or no. Please don't try
Hmm.
and go for a skin shade lighter, which a lot of time I've seen girls do, uh, thinking that it's going to make them look fair. Honestly, it doesn't help that way. In fact, it gives you a very patchy appearance. So
Mm-hmm.
you should go for the color that blends into your skin, and honestly you don't even come to know that the foundation has been applied. That is the right color for you.
So, Pushpin, you suggest that instead of buying a foundation which is one shade lighter to your tone, it should be one shade darker to your
No,
tone. This is what
no,
you
no,
suggest?
no.
Okay.
I suggest the
Yes.
color
So,
that is absolutely matching to your tone, which here again
okay.
could be a blend of two colors also, because
Hmm. Hmm.
our Indian skin tone is a little tricky, wherein
Yes.
because I also personally I blend two colors to use as my foundation.
True.
So
True.
it is very necessary that we get the right tone, which of
Hmm.
course not using the lighter one or the darker one, but one which is absolutely complementing your tone.
Complimenting.
So
But the lighter one is, of course, it's a big
it's a
no
big no.
that the
And so is the
contestants
darker one. You don't even want to look tanned or
look dark.
exactly.
Yes. Yes.
So you
Yes.
need to buy the right color one, which is very necessary. As I said again, you can buy two shades, mix them to get your Osho.
True. Perfect. Perfect. So, I think these are the basics that we've just discussed, and we'll definitely talk about the makeup products in length when we are on an online class with the
Absolutely.
contestants. Now, when I think of beauty pageant, ramp walk, training, photo shoot, it automatically comes to our mind. There's a lot of malfunctions, wardrobe malfunctions
Wow.
that happen. The last moment things that the contestants, they freak out. It happens.
Absolutely.
They're nervous, they forget stuff, or the quick, stuff in their vanity or something. So, do you remember during your times, has this happened with someone or with you? And you would like to tell these girls if they can be ready with something which, can be expected or is foreseen that, this can happen, that can happen. So, be ready for this, be ready with a sui dhaga, be ready for that. What do
Oh,
you
yes.
suggest? Yeah.
Be ready with a sui dhaga and be ready with safety pins 24/7. That goes without saying. But apart from that,
Yes.
one other thing that I'd like to, I mean, since you just mentioned it, it kind of just flashed. Be very, very careful of your products, which could be anything, right? From your makeup products to your shoes. We
To your
had we
shoes.
had a lot of shoes going missing last year, which of course now that I talk of it, I find it funny, and I mean, yes, but it's a competition. All your co-contestants are your friends, but at the end of the day, they are contestants too, and there may be times when people are not playing it right. And as I said, there were one shoe that went missing. So
Oh my God. Okay.
so we had a lot
That's
of
funny.
contestants who had one shoe left and one shoe not found. So yes, a lot of these small little things happening, but at that time, it's a major, major hurdle for you. And be
Mm-hmm.
careful of your stuff, be careful of your costumes, be careful of your makeup. Uh, of course, these small little snags, this costume going a little loose, going a little tight. So, carrying a little sewing kit with you, carrying your safety pins, all that is a must and very, very necessary as far as your packing goes.
Perfect, perfect. So I think we shall definitely understand this and experience the entire training program in length when we are coming on the webinar that is being
We
designed
have
by
a
Panache
question
Academy,
here.
especially.
Did they finally find the
Did they
missing
finally
shoe?
find the missing shoe? I think after the finale they would have.
Yeah. No,
What happened?
they,
Kushnan, by the way, you must answer this.
I don't think they did, but again, our co-contestants were good enough to share shoes after that. And
Wow.
yes, there were contestants who blend their shoes. Otherwise, there was a mix and match again. And of course, pageant authorities, they did allow once in a while to maybe wear a white shoe instead of a golden one or whatever was required. But these emergency small little hacks had to be done. But I don't think anyone found the missing shoe.
Wow. I also myself remember a Charles and Keith, wandering around in the lobby or somewhere. People, moving around with one shoe and asking whose shoe is it? You true. I remember it now. I think it's important to, always have the plan Bs for the emergencies. So
Absolutely,
that's
absolutely.
quite a valid point. That's quite a valid point.
Very true.
Perfect, Krishnam. I think it was wonderful having you, and we could actually utilize this time in understanding what all is Panache going to train our contestants on. And like you announced that you're going to also organize a free webinar for all the finalists of Mrs. India Worldwide 2020. We definitely will come back with the dates soon. So, girls, just get up and be ready with all your questions and ready to learn and get groomed. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, Krishnam, anything that you would like to add here, and we'll quickly wrap it up now because we are short of time. Then we'll see you soon.
Absolutely. See
Anything
you
that you would
soon.
like to add?
And all I'd like to say is take care, stay safe, and hopefully things get sorted soon. And we're extremely eager to meet all of you all in person and see the finale. So good luck. All the best to all of you all. Stay home, stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kushnam. Thank you for coming here live with us on this Instagram session. Saval Saturday. We're going to come with a special guest next week again at 6 p.m. Saturday. And thank you so much for all your wonderful hacks and tips. Looking forward to have the webinar soon. And take care, you
You
too.
too. See you.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to share this live Instagram video on our IGTV. So if somebody has missed it, they can also watch it. Yeah, thank
Thank
you. Take
you.
care. Bye
Happy
bye. Have a great
participation. All the
evening.
best. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.